Good evening, everybody. My name is JJJreact, and I talk about video games and the internet. And today I'll be reviewing HEADBANGERS Rhythm Royale, a new rhythm game developed by Glitchy's Studio and published by Team 17. I've always considered myself a pretty musical person. I've taken singing lessons in the past, I was in an a cappella club in school, and when I was 6 years old I developed a sense of rhythm from a Hasbro Bop It Extreme. Well, HEADBANGERS Rhythm Royale has a minigame that's literally just Bop It, and I am here for that. When I got a little older, I found a love for the Yakuza series. One of the things that the series is probably most well known for is its karaoke minigame. We'll look no further because HEADBANGERS Rhythm Royale has that karaoke game as one of its minigames. Rhythm Heaven Fever for the Wii is probably one of my favorite rhythm games of all time. The Rhythm Heaven series is one that is teeming with creativity. It's so simple to pick up and play. It's a great resource for improving your rhythm in general. The music is so catchy, and guess what? HEADBANGERS Rhythm Royale does a pretty good job of capturing that same energy. The game has you customizing and playing as a pigeon, facing off against 29 other pigeons in what I would call a rhythm gauntlet to the death. You play 4 rounds of minigames, and all that really matters is qualifying in the preliminary rounds and getting first place in the final one. This game's biggest strength, bar none, is the minigames that you play in each round. Each minigame consists of a simple mechanic, such as pressing a button in rhythm with the music, listening and repeating what somebody does. There's even a minigame where you literally just press a button every time you hear a noise. Almost every minigame definitely reminded me of something that I've seen in another rhythm game before. Guitar Hero, Yakuza, Rhythm Heaven. This game just feels like an homage to those games as well as many others. And as a competitive person, I love that I'm able to play a lot of minigames that feel familiar to me against other people, or pigeons, I guess you would call them. Although I felt a sense of familiarity in nearly every game, what truly elevates the minigames and the game itself is its presentation. Aside from like a lag spike or two that throw off my rhythm, although that might be cope, and a server disconnect, HEADBANGERS is nothing but well polished from its responsive controls to its clear directions for playing every minigame. The game provides entertaining set pieces as well as some straight up bangers that add a lot of replayability to the minigames. In my 8 hours of playtime, I definitely played the same minigames quite a few times, but I am here to say that unlike a game like Fall Guys, I think every single minigame is pretty damn good. I would say the strongest of the bunch are probably the Final Ride, Run Chicken Run, and Super Striker, and the only one that I personally am not a huge fan of is Guess It, but that's because my dumbass thinks a piano sounds like a guitar, so yeah. There are also a bunch of little details that the game wouldn't have needed to be good in my books, but are still a very nice touch, like how you can stim hard as fuck in these loading screens during or after minigames, and that weird stretchy sound it makes when you stretch. It's all just a nice touch. Now, while the game does have a lot of positive influences from other games, let me regale you with another story here. So, the year is 2017, and one game is on everyone's mind, and that's Fortnite Battle Royale. People that didn't even play video games were playing Fortnite back then. My mom knows what Fortnite is. It's kind of weird. HEADBANGERS Rhythm Royale is, at its core, a live service Battle Royale game with a battle pass. Now, personally, I take no issue with the Battle Royale genre on principle. I'm a pretty competitive person, and I do think it's really cool to be able to play with up to 30 people in this game, and up to 100 in a game like Fortnite, and just try your hardest to be the last one standing. What I'm not so keen on, however, is the Battle Pass and the live service nature of the game. Over the past couple of years, we've seen a lot of live service Battle Royales come and go, games that are striving to make a killing financially by implementing what I would call Fortnite monetization tactics. And while I don't blame them for, wanting to make money, I guess, what none of these games really understand is that they're lacking the dev team size and player base to really feasibly keep that going forever. Fortnite will be around for at least another decade. I will bet money on that. HEADBANGERS Rhythm Royale, however, I honestly don't know if that's the case. So I just played the new WarioWare game for the Switch. I think that game excels in a lot of the same things that this one does. Fun minigames, great presentation. Really, that's all the things that makes HEADBANGERS shine. The thing is, whether the new WarioWare game sells well or not, it's still a game that I can literally play 100 years from now. And I will be 125 years one day, and I will be playing that game then. So yeah, the same cannot be said for HEADBANGERS, and I just don't want to ever say goodbye to my homie. Fundamentally, I don't know if I can get invested in this game long term, because at the end of the day, I know that all these live service games might not be around even like 2 years from now. This is also a game that I will find myself dropping in and out of. I don't see myself playing this game every day, which is something that a lot of these live service games also would need to thrive. Headbangers Rhythm Royale is a really good game. It's a love letter to a ton of games that I hold near and dear to my heart. It doesn't quite reach the heights of the games it is derivative of, such as Rhythm Heaven, but at the end of the day, I am a rhythm game gamer, and this game scratches that rhythm gaming itch, so I really can't complain. I will go as far as to say that I enjoy the Battle Royale genre. It feels good to flex on some pigeons in these mini-games and then throw out my West Side Gun taunt. Honestly, I'm only being so harsh about the live service nature of this game because I don't want for this game to become another Rumbleverse, a game that died less than a year after release that I really thought had a lot of potential, that also just so happened to be a live service Battle Royale game with a Battle Pass. I really like how Fall Guys has evolved over time, and would really like for this game to be on a similar trajectory, both success and growth-wise, as well as the quality of content pretty much only going up over time. For those reasons, I give Headbangers Rhythm Royale a strong 7 out of 10, and that is a review in the books. If you like this review, please feel free to give me a like, a comment, a subscribe, a hug perhaps. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the form of a like, comment, subscribe, or hug. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good evening, I guess. I'd say good evening to start, so I just don't know what I should say at the end.